Hello, Ron. This is me, your favorite marketing professor, Yusuf Ok. Actually, it's Yusuf Urch, but never mind. So we are going to talk about product or what should we sell to our customers or our prospective customers, and then how can we convince them. There are two main approach for this one. The first one, I would like to tell it that I know it all approach instead of asking customers. And the first behavior of this response come from Henry Ford, right? So he once said, if I had asked my customers what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. But what did I do? I gave them an internal combustion engine automobile, right? So basically, what Henry Ford trying to tell us is that customers don't know the technicalities of product development like me, right? So because I am the expert in this topic and I know what they really want when they said a faster horse, I know what can I give them with the technology, right? So with the knowledge that I know. And a similar statement came from Steve Jobs, right? Rest in peace, of course, while he was alive. He said, it's not the customer's job to know what they want. Whose job is it then? It is our job, right? So product manager's job or marketeer's job to know what customer wants, right? So what they want. So how can we know that? How can we, understand what they want? For there are several ways of doing it. We are going to cover some of them like in market research or like doing some field work, etc., or like looking at secondary data. But today I'm just going to introduce those two approach. Okay, so the first one is I know it all, I know better than customers approach. Okay, and do we think that it always works, right? So we know better than customer approach always works? Not exactly, right? So let me give you an example. You see this product on my screen, and I mean, I don't know if you know what this product is, but let me give you a couple of hints. So one, you can tell from the logo, it's an old Apple product logo, right? So it is colorful. Now it is boring and gray. I don't know which one you prefer, but this was like, old colorful Apple logo means it is actually an old one, probably around 1980s or something, right? And you can tell from the pen that it is something that we actually know, right? So that you can sketch on your phone or on a tablet with your pen, and this is one of the earliest example of personal digital assistant. So Apple launched this product in 1993, and they called this product Newton, and it was one of a kind personal digital assistant or PDA, and it even had first commercial handwriting recognition feature, right? So it was a high-tech product for its time, but it failed, right? It didn't work for Apple to claim that they know better than customers, and then with the technology, they can provide better, right? Because what they were thinking, there are millions of students everywhere note taking, and then try to remember those notes, and then try to maybe get a clean copy of what they have, etc. Or like in meetings as well, in professional setting, people are taking notes and then share this via emails, and they thought that this product is gonna explode, but it didn't, explode like the way they wanted it to explode, right? So it did it in the wrong way. Why? But just ask yourself. It is 2024 now. When I share this example with my students in university, like young students around 18 to 21, 22, etc. When I ask them, like, what is your favorite note-taking method? Do you prefer pen and paper, or do you have a tablet and you are, writing something on your tablet or computer? Majority of students, they don't take notes, of course, right? So majority of students, they just barely listen. But let's say the students who listen, they prefer taking notes with pen and paper, okay? And there are a couple of students who claim they are taking notes on computers, but in reality, we know that they are just WhatsApping with their friends or chatting, right? Pretending like they are listening us. So my understanding, again, like based on my observation, it is still in 2024, it is still pen and paper as the most common way of note taking. So it didn't work because it is hard to break this resistance of habit, right? So habit behavior. People prefer taking note with pen and paper. It is easy. Why do I buy this new product? I don't, maybe I will lose it or I will break it. I don't need this, right? So pen and paper, cheap, easy. So I don't want to replace this. And that's why this product failed. Okay. And another one, Again, another high-tech product from a very, very successful company, Google. I'm sure you all know this Google Glass products. Google tried this not once, but twice. They failed in both of their product launch. In 2014, Google launched the Google Glasses. They failed, and then in a few years later, I think in 2018 or 19, they tried to relaunch it for B2B focus. They said that maybe we can actually fool companies to buy this product. It didn't work again. Okay, and this was really, really nice product, right? So if you look at the video of it, it gives you goosebumps. It's like you are in like a sci-fi movie, like Minority Report or something. So a lot of valuable information that you can reach within your glasses reach, right?
Here are the basics of how to use glass. This is your touchpad. It runs from your temple to your ear. Tap the touchpad to wake up glass. You should see the display above your line of sight. Adjust it to see everything. The home screen shows a clock.
Oh, it is so cool, right? So you can see everything, right? So within within your glasses frame. But why it didn't work? You can just watch the details of the product in another video. But why do you think it didn't work? It is simple again. Why do we need this? Because we have phones in our pockets right now. I can check weather by just doing this, looking at my phone, right? So why do I have to put glasses all the time? And especially if we are using prescribed glasses like me, right? So I hate this, right? So because it gives you extra burden to carry in all your life. That's why I switched to contact lenses. And that is why it didn't work out. Why do you need to put glasses all the time, right? So when it is raining, you need to clean the glasses. And when it is misty, again, it is hard. When it is hard, even if you are Google, you cannot be successful. So one of the motto that we need to know is just keep it simple. I'm gonna emphasize this again and again. If it is simple, it is true for customers. Okay, but not only. Maybe I will share those example in failure stories in other videos. Neve Cook failed is a famous failure story, which I'm gonna cover in another video, hopefully. And like there are a lot of technologies and tools that launched by really big tech companies or powerful, rich companies, and they all failed. Google Plus failed. So failure is a part of this business if we don't really understand what customer wants. So you cannot always claim like Henry Ford or Steve Jobs, like, we know what customer wants. We don't need customer insights, right? So you have to know what customers want properly, okay? And another one, the maybe like a more popular method is let's ask customers method. And there are tons of research companies out there providing market research. They are doing surveys, they do interviews, they just try to ask customers wrong questions all the time, right? So, and I was working when I was in Turkey and then during the college, I was part-time working in one of the distributors of Samsung at the time. And Samsung with their E250, I think, yeah, E250 model that they just launched that model. It was really famous. It was like, amazingly popular product at the time. And I was working for that company. And we were also doing a lot of market research. We were asking people what they want from their phones. They were saying that, we want long lasting batteries. We want bigger screen. We want smaller keyboards or touchpads, whatever it is. And we were providing this feedback to the manufacturers, right? And they were coming up with new models and new models again and again. And that's exactly what Nokia did. Nokia was asking people like, what do you want from your phones, like a mobile phone? And they were telling them like smaller phones, bigger screens, smaller keyboards, whatever it is, right? And Nokia keep providing these different models of phones over and over again. But if they observe without asking people, even if they observe the popular feature in their phone, they would probably still be alive, right? So survived because there's no Nokia anymore. I mean, they're still a Nokia, a very small company, but they're not that successful. But at the time, they had 30% of the global market share in mobile phone sales. It was amazing, right? But they failed. Why? Because they missed this feature. If I ask you, even if like, if you are old like me, probably you had one of those Nokia phones. I think this was 3310 model, if I'm not mistaken. But there are like tons of other models, like I said. But if you had a Nokia phone, if you ask your brothers, sisters, or dads, or moms, etc., and ask them what was the most time spent feature on their phone, right? You will probably get, all of you get the same answer, right? If you can guess this correctly before I reveal the answer, please share this in your in the comment section. What was it? It was Snake, right? So let me actually get my video from there. You can see. So Snake, the game Snake, it was two-dimensional, really simple game, but it was so popular. We were like, playing it all night long, all the time. We were competing with other friends who got more points and everything. That was the most time spent feature, right? But why I'm telling this, because if Nokia realized that and then try to provide more games, but they are not going to develop the games. That's the trick, right? So because they need to understand that this is valuable for the customers, right? So they need to focus on this value. And what is value for customers in that sense? So other brands like BlackBerry and iPhone realize that and focus on that part afterwards. Value creation for the Nokia users at the time was entertainment. They want to be entertained. But how? Because Nokia is not an entertainment company. They cannot produce games. They cannot develop games. How can they do this? So they need to focus on providing this value in the right format, like iPhone did, right? So Apple did by integrating music and game in an App Store environment or Google Play environment, inviting all the other producers, game developers into your market or music developers, and they can share their music and games with your users, right? And then you can get your commission. And this is how you can provide value to your customers. So the key to success for product development is understanding what is value or what is valuable for your customers, and then provide that value in your product or service offerings. Okay, so like I said, we are going to keep talking about this, but thank you for watching this video. Please share your ideas, feedbacks, and other examples in the comment section. Let me know how do you like it, and please follow me and subscribe to my channel to watch other videos. Thank you.